Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to an exciting episode of Fandom Fights. No mug today. It's a little, it's dirty. It's in the sink with all my other dishes. I didn't have time to do the dishes prior to the start of this match, so just casual water bottle, Kirkland brand. But the non-excitingness of my drink is made up for with the excitedness of the match. I think I made up some words in that sentence, but it's fine. Two great guys going head-to-head. We got Alec Miller returning to the Fandom ring. Always a great time to have around. He's going up against a rookie who is 0-2, Dean Manness. But Dean has not been playing like someone who is 0-2. I think he's had some bad luck. He's played some very good people. This should be a close match today. I'm excited to see what happens. Let's see what the players have to say in the promos.
Hey, happy to be back. Thanks, Nick, for saying that I've just had some bad luck, and that's why I'm 0-2. I'm not sweating those. I'm not sweating those losses. I felt like I played pretty good, just didn't go my way. Today, on the other hand, I'm sweating a bit because 0-3 would be really bad. So I don't want to go 0-3 today. I'm hoping that the questions can go my way. I can answer what I know, and hopefully I can come out today with a win. So at the bottom here, you won't see a 0 next time you see me, if you see me at all. You'll see a 1.
Hey, I'm back. Yeah, I'm excited to get back in the ring. I haven't been back here since, I believe, my match against Andrea, my retirement match, which I survived. Or no, I think I had one right after that also and lost. So I really need a win here. I understand what Dean is feeling. I've been there where you've had a couple of really bad losses. Man, and then you don't want that 0-3. I understand that. However, I am trying to stay out of another retirement match, so I need to make sure I get some wins under my belt. And unfortunately, he's got to be the victim of that. So let's get to the match.
Those were nice. I like them. They were both nice to each other while still saying, I don't want to lose today. So let's see what happens. Should be a good time. As we get into round number one is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each player is going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, I'll say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number one, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number one?
No, good.
All right, then your first question comes in the category of Pixar. What did Carl Fredricksen sell at the zoo his wife worked at in Up? Good flick. Is this still my favorite? I might. Oh, there's a more recent Pixar movie that just may have become my favorite, but this one was up there for a while. Didn't mean to do that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Alec.
I put balloons.
And Dean.
I've got balloons.
Balloons is correct. 1 point apiece. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of Star Wars. In The Rise of Skywalker, what is the name of the new droid that the crew finds on Ochi's old ship? If I'm cutting out at all, you guys just let me know, because this computer's old. Half the pixels at the top are just dead, and it is struggling to operate when multiple tabs are open. So we're having a great time here. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Dean.
Got D2.
And Alec.
BB0.
Oh, both close. If you mash them together, we're looking for D-O. D0.
D-O.
We're on the right track.
So both missed there. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of Law and Order. Who plays Hans Gruber in Die Hard? Oh, look at that. FaceTimes. The worst time. Oh, I was going to tell that person who just FaceTimed me not to FaceTime me, and I forgot to do that, and that's what happens. Oops. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Alec.
Alan Rickman. Oh, couldn't talk.
And Dean.
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman is correct. Still tied up 2-2. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of horror icons. Which Nightmare on Elm Street film features Freddy's biological daughter? Freddy Krueger. Find some more specificity on that one. Movies are scary, and therefore I don't like them. Not like Up. Just makes you cry. It's okay to cry sometimes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Dean.
Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare.
And Alec.
I just put Dream Warriors.
Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare is correct. So Dean will take the first lead of the match. It's 3-2. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of Marvel. What type of weapon does Yashida give to Wolverine after he saves his life at the beginning of the Wolverine? Just fix a typo. This is forgotten. I like this one. Not a lot of people think about it right away, but when you do, you're like, oh, I like that one.
Good things about that movie.
There's some great things. I agree. It was like it was followed by like something way better, and it was preceded by crap. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Gets lost in the weeds. We'll go to Alec.
I put a sword.
And Dean.
I'm feeling blurry on this scene. Rocket launcher.
Sword is correct. Dean or Alec will hit that, tie it back up. It's 3-3. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of Disney animation. What is the name of the prince who wants to marry Aurora in Sleeping Beauty? Did they remake this? They kind of, yeah. Yeah, they did. I went on a rant about remakes today. I was like, just stop. Unless you're going to do, like, the early 2000s Disney movies that should be remade.
Like the Lilo and Stitch one?
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I'm happier about that than others, but still no. We'll go to Dean.
I've got Prince Charming.
And Alec.
Is it Prince Philip?
It is Prince Philip. So Alec will take his first lead of the match. It's now 4-3. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of DC. Who plays Joe Matheson in Red? What's the name? Goodness, some people like when I add context to questions, and sometimes I'm just like, here's a name.
It's a very...
I know you know some people that are in it. Hope you picked the right one. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Alec.
Bruce Willis.
And Dean.
I also have Bruce Willis.
Both, unfortunately, incorrect. That's Frank. We were looking for Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman is Joe.
In that movie, yeah.
Alec maintains the lead as we get to the next question, which comes in the category of Middle Earth. What job does Sam do for Frodo prior to their adventure beginning in The Lord of the Rings 1978? I have things I want to say, but I should. Me being cheeky. We got answers in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to, I don't even remember. We'll go to Dean.
I've got Gardner.
And Alec.
Yeah, I put gardening.
Gardening. Gardner is correct. It's the same. Get it? But animated. All right. Alex still in the lead, 5-4. Let's get to the penultimate question, which comes in the category of James Bond. Which James Bond film was the first to feature the character Felix Leiter? What a guy. I don't know any Felixes in my life. I would like to. Oh, me and Felix are headed to the bar to grab a drink. Never say that. I don't know any Felixes. And if I did, they probably wouldn't go to the bar with me. Answers in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Alec.
Goldeneye.
And Dean.
I think he's in Dr. No.
He is indeed in Dr. No, so Dean will hit that, tie it up. It's 5-all. Going into the final question, which is in the category of everybody's favorite, fandom quotes. Your question is, which Star Trek character said the quote, "A sentient being's optimal chance at maximizing their utility is a long and prosperous life"? Kind of sweet. I like that. Ooh, the person who FaceTimed me is very upset that I did not answer that FaceTime. We're just going to have to wait. Sorry. Answers in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Dean.
I got Spock.
And Alec.
Data.
Those were the two options, if we're being honest. But the correct answer is Spock. Spock is correct. So Dean will hit that point again. That is like 3 lead changes throughout that round. Great round, guys. As Dean takes the lead, it's 6-5. As we move into round 2, here's how round 2 is going to work. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you like check down a multiple choice, in which case it'll only be worth 1, and be on the lookout, as stealing is available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are the MCU, Worlds of DC, Star Wars, Scores and Soundtracks, Middle-earth, Disney Animation, YA, and Horror Icons. Dean, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
I would like to defer.
All right, then. Alec, this will be your first spin.
All right.
Lands on Scores and Soundtracks. So let's keep it or spin again.
Let's spin that wheel.
You got it. Lands on the MCU.
Okay. All right. These are going to be deep.
All right. Alec, I'll be giving you your first question in the category of the MC, or all of your questions in round 2, because you get more than one. Are you prepared?
Yes. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, great. Your first question. Which MCU film features an unconscious character instructing someone through surgery on themselves?
Doctor Strange.
That is correct. 2 points. Your second question. Who plays Nebula in the Guardians of the Galaxy films?
Karen Gillian.
I'm going to say that is incorrect. Dean, chance for a 2-point steal.
Karen Gillan.
That is correct for a 2-point steal. I think it's just a little bit. I think you added an extra syllable in there. All right, Alec, your third question.
Mm-hmm.
In Thor Ragnarok, what specific event allows Hela to return?
The death of Odin.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. Black Widow dies in pursuit of what Infinity Stone in Avengers Endgame?
The Soul Stone.
That is correct for 2 more points. And your final question. Betty works at what kind of location in The Incredible Hulk?
It's a college or university.
And that is correct for 2 more points in a very impressive round 2 from Alec. He's taking the lead 13 to Dean with that steal, gets up to 8. So we will bring back the wheel.
That Karen Gillan, man.
I know. It broke my heart. I was like, I think it's...
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, Dean, this will be your first spin.
I don't say her name a lot out loud. I just hear it all the time.
Dean, it lands on Disney Animation.
Let's go again.
All right. Here we go. You will get... Oh, once my computer unfreezes, I think it's Star Wars.
I think it is.
But
Yeah.
it hasn't told me yet.
Still
All right.
going.
Star Wars. All right, Dean, I'll be giving you your questions in the category of Star Wars. Are you prepared?
Yep.
Your first question. Which Star Wars film features a single-bladed lightsaber being ripped in half?
go multiple choice to be safe.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, The Phantom Menace, B, Return of the Jedi, C, The Last Jedi, or D, Rogue One?
I'm going to go with The Last Jedi.
That is correct for 1 point. Your second question. Ray Park has played which Star Wars character in 2 different Star Wars movies?
Darth Maul.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. In Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, what is the name of the planet that Jyn and Cassian steal the Death Star plans from?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, Edu, B, Jeddah, C, Scarif, or D, Kessel?
C.
C is correct for 1 point. All right, Dean, your penultimate question. In The Force Awakens, on what part of his body does Kylo Ren slice Finn, causing him to collapse on Starkiller Base? Four.
I'll go multiple again.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, face, B, back, C, leg, or D, arm?
Back.
Back is correct for 1 point in a tie game. As we get to your final question, the characters Corday and Dorme are servants to which Star Wars character?
Padme.
Padme is correct for 2 points, the lead, and the end of round number 2. After that, Dean gets his score up to 15. Alec falling closely behind with 13. But anything can happen as we get into round number 3. Here's how round number 3 is going to work. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the round of Fandom Fights. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated, or we have reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round 3?
No.
All right, your first category you can bet points on is DreamWorks Animation. Let's get bets, starting with Alec.
I'm doing 1.
All right, and Dean.
I'm going to go with 0.
All right, your question in DreamWorks Animation. What breed of dragon is toothless in the How to Train Your Dragon franchise? Are we making this shit too? Like, I was just telling Tim this on the Q&A we did, but I'm starting to like DreamWorks. They're starting to make movies that I like better than the movies Disney is making currently. So I'm like, okay, DreamWorks, I see you. And now they're doing the thing, remaking that like Disney's doing, and I'm like, stop it. But
part of me wants to be like positive, like maybe it'd be cool.
2, maybe 1. They're like, ooh, people like dragons nowadays. We'll go to Dean, who bet 0.
I apologize to everybody in my faction, Shadow.
And we'll go to Alec. Ooh. Alec? Is he frozen for you too, Dean?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Okay. Oh, this might suck. We're back. Alec unfortunately cut out based on precedent. We can't give him the points, but I heard Black Terror was something that was said. So Night Fury was the correct answer. It was the answer we were looking for. So Alec unfortunately lose 1 point. Dean stays right where he is. We're at 15-12 now. 3-point game. As we get to the next category, you can bet points on, which is the MCU. Let's get bets starting with Dean.
I'm going to go with 1.
And Alec.
2.
All right. Your question in the MCU. Who plays MODOK in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania? Watched this movie again recently. I remembered liking it more in the first time.
I still just need to sit down and watch it.
That's fair. I initially thought it was better than a lot of the garbage we had gotten before it, and then I watched it again, and I was like,
is it better than Eternals? Because that's probably the low point.
Can I have a repeat, please?
Absolutely. That is Dean's first repeat. The question again. Who plays MODOK in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania? Oh, I have more comments about that I probably shouldn't say because it pertains to the question. Boy, do I have comments. Leave you. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Alec.
Corey Stoll.
And Dean.
Yeah, Darren Strauss.
Corey Stoll is the correct answer. So Alec will gain 2 points. Dean will lose 1, which means we got a tie game. 14-all is the score. 3 questions remaining in round 3. Here's the next question you can bet points on. The category is Middle Earth. Let's get bets, starting with Alec.
1.
And Dean.
I'm going to go with 1.
Alrighty, your question in Middle Earth. Who do Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas meet inside Fangorn Forest in the Two Towers? As a former fandom champion once said, this is the name of a former fandom team that had a future champion on it and another guy. Talking about Joe. Hi, Joe. You're watching. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Alec.
Gandalf the White.
And Dean.
Gandalf.
Gandalf is correct. Gandalf the White. So both are correct. Both will get a point. Still tied 15-all as we get to the penultimate category you can bet points on, and it is Star Wars. We'll get bets starting with Dean.
I'm going to go with 2.
And Alec.
1.
All right, your question in Star Wars. Which Star Wars film features a character nearly freezing to death on a planet? I realized you can freeze in space. So I, because Star Wars takes place in space. We'll get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Alec.
The Empire Strikes Back.
And Dean.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back is correct. Both players hit, which means Dean has taken the lead, 17 to Alex, 16. But anything can happen. Literally, well, 2 things could happen. Dean could win or Alec could win. I guess 3, because then we could go sudden death. But 3 things could happen as we get to the final category that you can bet points on. The category is, I'm so sorry, fandom quotes. Let's get bets, starting with Alec.
I said 2. Go big or go home.
All right, and Dean.
1.
All right, here's the sitch. Both players miss. Dean wins. Alec hits while Dean misses. Alec wins. Both players hit, and we will be going to sudden death. Here's your question. Name both human sci-fi icons characters who have said the quote, "Come with me if you want to live." And we need the full name.
Can I get a repeat just to make sure I heard it?
Absolutely. That's Alec's first repeat. The question again. Name both human sci-fi icons characters who have said the quote, "Come with me if you want to live." And we need the full names of the characters. Be a deuce. We'll get answers in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Dean.
It was Sarah Connor and Kyle Reese.
And Alec.
It is Kyle Reese and Sarah Connor.
Indeed it is, which means we are going to sudden death. All right, your first question in sudden death. In what room in his house does Charles first meet Raven as children in X-Men First Class? It's exciting. Riveted. Been a lot of sudden death this year. Crazy. They don't even know about all the sudden deaths happening. So those matches haven't come out. That's why. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Alec.
In this kitchen.
And Dean.
Kitchen.
Kitchen is correct. Next question. In The Rise of Skywalker, who gets in trouble with Rey for taking the Falcon light speed skipping? My Kirkland purified waters running low. How do they purify it? Oh, with minerals added for taste. That sounds suspicious. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Dean.
Poe.
And Alec.
Poe.
Oh, Dameron is correct. Still tied, 20 all. As we get to the next question. Who plays Michael's wife, Annie, in Road to Perdition? Man. Part of me loves sudden death because it's exciting, and another part of me is like, crap, I'm reading questions from another match that I'm going to have to rewrite now. Answers in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that is Alec's second repeat. You have one remaining. The question again. Who plays Michael's wife, Annie, in Road to Perdition? I hear, not to distract anyone, but I hear one of those big plastic karaoke microphones. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Alec.
Jennifer Connelly.
And Dean.
I have Naomi Watts.
Both, unfortunately, incorrect. Alec, very close. We were looking for Jennifer Jason Leigh. Jennifer Jason Leigh. Wrong Jennifer. But on we go. Your next question. Which Planet of the Apes film features the quote, "You are home now. Apes are strong, with or without me"? Wild. No categories said, so you never know what you're going to get. You could figure it out after I ask the question, like, oh, that would probably be in this category. Who knows? Good answers in. 5, 4, 3, 2,
I'll take a repeat.
All right. That is Dean's second repeat. One remaining as well. The question again. Which Planet of the Apes film features the quote, "You are home now. Apes are strong, with or without me"? Yeah, that just made a song pop. I can't live. It has nothing to do with the question, other than it has the lyrics, "with or without you." Answers in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Dean.
I got War for the Planet of the Apes.
And Alec.
War for the Planet of the Apes.
War for the Planet of the Apes is correct. Each player trading blows. On we go. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of sudden death. You don't get categories. Sorry. Your question. How does Adriana release Black Adam from his imprisonment at the beginning of Black Adam? Take a general answer. Good Lord. What a flick. Did you know it reorganized the power hierarchy? The whatever. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Alec.
I put opens a 2.
And Dean.
I've got Says Shazam.
Both, unfortunately, incorrect. She reads a spell, reads an incantation. I don't believe it's Shazam, but yeah. It's close, but on we go. 21 all still. As we get to the next question. In the Battle of the Five Armies, who kills Smaug? This is getting wild. I'm going to have to rewrite an entire round 1, but that's okay. I'm fine. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Alec.
Bard.
And Dean.
Bard.
Bard is correct. Holy crap. On we go. Let's get to the next question. Your question is, who plays Marcus Wright, a human android in Terminator Salvation? It's getting wild. I swear to God, I wind up using this whole round. We are currently 7 questions deep in the sudden death. This is absolutely nuts. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Dean.
Sam Worthington.
And Alec.
Sam Worthington.
Sam Worthington is correct. Good Lord. All right. We're going to keep on going until someone wins this damn thing. All right. Your next question. Which Law and Order film features a final shootout at the docks involving a cargo container filled with drug money? Eight questions. We'll get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Alec.
Put Lethal Weapon.
And Dean.
Lethal Weapon 2.
And your winner, Dean Manness. Lethal Weapon 2 is correct. And holy crap, what a finish. I was going to start doing the post-match interviews like mid-sudden death because I was like, we are reaching a point here. I was going to be like, listen, whoever wins this deserves to win this, and whoever loses this played their ass off. Both players, fantastic. One of the best matches of the year. Honestly, like genuinely one of the like round. If you look at round 1, the lead was changed back and forth at least 3 times. If you look at round 2, Alec, while he like slipped up on the Gillian thing, which really was like, I'll even admit myself, like that's just one of those close calls where I had to be like, I gotta let Dean get a chance for a steal. Every other question he just fired off in 2 seconds. And then Dean being more conservative, going to multiple choice, making it such a close game in round 3 to where points are lost betting, and then that person gains back points. This is what a great fandom match is. Let's talk to our players. We'll start with our unfortunate second place finisher, Alec. Alec, dude, you came out swinging because that was nuts. That was incredible. to be a part of, to watch, to hang in that long. And like I said, you had the lead at many points in time. And absent the Karen, the Gillian, whatever, you really did like just fire off those questions. That might have been like one of the fastest round twos we've seen because you just knew the answers immediately. So I don't know if you've been brushing up on the MCU or brushing up on everything in general, because if you have been, it certainly showed it. So how you feeling about this match? I think it's been a while since we've gone that deep into sudden death.
Oh man, that I can't say like concisely that the Karen Gillan really is what lost me the match, because maybe if I had the lead in that point or the scores are different, I might not bet the same way. So I can't say completely, but in terms of points, Karen Gillan, man, like I will never forget her name ever again. I think it's because I really don't say it very often. Right. I just know of her. I see her all the time, so I just never say it out loud. But damn, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you keep playing like this, I don't think we'll see you in another retirement match, because Dean also was on his game today to come out with the win in this one. But you play anyone that's not on their game, you play like this, you come out with the win easily. I always ask you every time. I feel like you're always the cordial person to be like, whoever you got. But anyone out there you want to play next?
No, man. As long as I can get another match like this, I'm telling you, this might have been my best match that I've played.
I agree, dude.
This is one of those ones where I feel like I'm not noticing that I'm watching like a lot of things lately, but maybe I am, or just digesting things. That one got me, man. But I just need to start filling in those gaps. So yeah, anybody. I want to keep testing myself. This is made me like really like, let's go, because
absolutely.
So yeah, I mean, whoever, man.
This is one of my favorite matches you've been a part of. Congratulations on the performance you put up. Even though you didn't come out with the win, I think you got a lot of things to be happy about. Congratulations, Alec, as we bring in our winner today, his first win of the season. And boy, did you have to earn it, my friend. Dean, like I said, I can't remember the last time we went this deep into sudden death. The only instance that even comes to mind is when, like a couple years, you might not have even seen it because it was before you joined the league, but Coho played Rizzy in a tournament and they went deep, and that's how Coho broke the 3-round points record. But this feels very similar to that match. It was going back and forth the whole time. I imagine even with the steal, I'd be a little scared watching Alec answer those MCU questions, to the point where you played a little more conservatively on Star Wars. You missed some questions in round 3 where he fell behind, and then you missed some that let him catch up. And then any player that goes through an 8-round sudden death should be afraid of nothing in the future. So, Dean, this is your first win. How's it feel? What a way to get it.
Oh man, it feels absolutely great. Yes, that was an insane match. Alec played awesome. In matches I've played, my opponents are just like lights out in round 2, and I haven't been. So just to let Alec go first and see him just knocking down those answers, I like MCU. I feel like I'm good at MCU, and he's getting them before I can think of them. So I'm worried at that point. I'm like, this could be a problem. And so then, I got something I like in my spin, got Star Wars, and I was playing the points game a little bit. I wanted to make sure I didn't give anything away, probably because he looked so good in round 2. Looked at the score. If I say this wrong, he's going to pick it up. So I just made sure that I came out of there with the lead, because I have been pretty good in round 3 so far. So I was, if I can get the lead in round 3, I feel good about it. And then this was not a great round 3 for me. I had a bunch of misses. It just worked. Yeah, it just worked out that way. The questions weren't the ones lined up for me. But man, every single question of sudden death was stressful. I almost watched Black Adam this morning and didn't. So I was like, oh no, that's going to lose it for me. Yeah. But luckily I survived that. And Lethal Weapon 2. My favorite movie now, I guess.
Yeah, apparently. But Dean, now that you have a win, I'll ask you the same question. Is there anyone out there you're looking to maybe even out your record against?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of people that went into a lot of rookies that went into the tournament 1-1. I'll take anyone who didn't win their match. I'll take anyone who's at 1-2. There's a good field out there. There's a good field of players out there right now that don't have winning records. So it's going to be tough, whoever it's going to be. But yeah, someone with a one loss down record, I'll go for it.
Sounds good. Dean, after this, I'm excited to see both you and Alec back in whatever capacity that is. But congratulations on the win. my friends. And yeah, thank you to all of you for sticking with us. This one ran a little bit long, but hopefully it was worth it. Definitely was to me. But thank you to Alec. Thank you to Dean. Thank you to Tim for editing this one, probably with baby in hand. And thank you to all of you. Be sure to check out all the other great matches here at Fandom Fights. We'll see you next time with another exciting episode of Fandom Fights.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.